Hey, happy Easter everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing our paycheck breakdowns for both first week and the second week of April. And we are actually going to be working with a lot less than we normally have because hours are getting cut at my husband's work. They're about to start laying off some employees, so he might be on that list to get laid off. So things are going to get a little bit different. So we're going to be first setting up our paycheck breakdown, and then breaking down paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. And we're going to talk about them as we go through and set each one up. So we're going to flip to the first page behind our monthly view right here. And we are going to go ahead and just set up our page breakdown first. You know what? We're just going to use one from January, just so I can have something. You can go. Alright. So this is just so that way I can write paycheck breakdown at the top. Alright. So as I've said, we have quite a few different things going to be happening. So let's go ahead and set up firstly our paycheck breakdown. So we have our income up here at the top. So I'm not working. I haven't been working all month. So we just have James's income and any other that happens to come in. Like I got a reimbursement check from DriveWise for Allstate, which was only like $11. So there's that. But that's about the only income we've gotten so far this month, which is very different. So we're going to go ahead and list out all of our bills and expenses. So we have rent, and rent was supposed to go up. I'm going to talk to my landlord and see if we can pay what we've been paying. The groceries, power, gas, Allstate, AT&T, and our insurance company has actually given money back because we're not out driving. So they've decided to do a percentage back, and I'm not sure when that money will go back into our accounts or whatever, how they're going to do it. Send it out in a check form or whatever. So we'll have that coming, which is only like $29, but it's just something extra. Now I'm writing down all of our bills and expenses that we normally write down anyways, except this week we are having our not as important ones, starting with spending here, wrote down at the bottom, just because they may not have any money going to them. Diapers, I'm putting down here just because if we can't afford it, we'll just manage out of grocery and just have lesser food money and just make sure we get diapers with that. But we are still pretty good on diapers. I still have a whole unopened box and a pack that we haven't even used yet, a big pack from Sam's Club. So it should be good for diapers, hopefully, for a while. Alright. Alright, so there are our list of bills and expenses. We're going to write in how much we are budgeting. So our budgeted amounts. So James's income, we try to budget with his smallest amount. So we budget about $2,800. For other, we don't ever budget anything because we never know if we're actually going to get anything in. So there's that. Alright. So for rent, we're hoping to be able to pay $600 again. The Mazda is $601. Hoping to be able to manage $600 for groceries. Our power bill has come down, so we're going to put $240. For gas, since we're not driving that much and just my husband, we're bringing it down to $150. For Allstate, hopefully it goes back down to as low as it was, but we're going to budget $200 because I'm not sure what the new bill is going to be starting for next month, because I haven't seen the release yet. For our cell phone bills, it is $138. Our water is $80 budgeted. We budget $57 for student loans. Our charter bill did go up, and I'm going to try to call and see if I can get another kind of discount or something, if they can work with me, because right now it's really tight. So, and I don't want to cancel it because I need it to do YouTube and things. So spending, if we add up to the 28 with these numbers here, we still have $31 that we can throw towards our spending categories. All right, so the rest of these are not getting anything budgeted. All right, so all of these numbers here add up to the $2,800 that we are expecting to receive this month, hopefully. So now we're going to do our first paycheck, paycheck 1. All right, so my husband's paycheck for the first week was really nice. It's about normal. It was $752.75. And then we had the $11.43 through that Allstate check that they sent us from DriveWise. So that gives us a total of $764.18. Right? So that is our first week. Let's go ahead and draw the line. Now this past week, paycheck 2 was only $572.65. We had no other income come in, so our total was the $572.65. Okay. Since I hadn't already recorded this video, I kind of worked in our budget. You're about to see. I still did the whole paycheck in a line, but I added more to the ones I needed to on this side, and the ones I didn't need to add anything to. So, but for rent for both paychecks, I did do $150. For the Mazda, we've done $150 for both of those. For groceries, we're going to try to make sure we get $150, so at least we'll have our full budget for groceries as well as diapers in there. For power, we are pulling $60 each week. Alright, so for gas, we're only able to pull out $38 right now, and nothing from this paycheck. For Allstate, from week 1, we are making it $98, and nothing from week 2. For AT&T, we are going to do $35 for both weeks. For the water, we are able to do $20 a week. For student loans, we are doing $30 the first week and nothing here. For charter, we're only able to do $18 the first week and nothing here. For pest control, we are doing $8 for the first week and $7 for the second week. And then spending only gets $7 and nothing for the second week. All right. And then the rest of these categories are not receiving any money because we just don't have any. So that is our paycheck breakdown for the first 2 weeks. As y'all can tell, our difference in our amounts are significantly different. There's $200 less almost between the 2 weeks. So we decided to make sure we put in all of our bills. These down here are spending, miscellaneous, diaper, snowball, and sinking funds are extra that we can not put anything to if we don't have it. Our main priority is making sure all of our bills are covered, as well as gas and groceries. As those are covered, we're going to be fine. We'll be able to make it through this crisis. And I might even have to start dipping into the extra $2,500 I was going to put towards my car, which if that happens, is perfectly fine because I haven't used it on my car just for this reason, just in case we need it to help us out with this month or next month's bills and things. So now we're going to pull out our calculator here, and we're going to make sure these numbers here add up to what our paycheck amount was. So we have 764. Oh, no. So we have 150 times 3. So that's 450. So plus 7. All right, so this one equal to 764. All right, so now we're going to add up this side here. We're going to start with 450 for the first 3. 7, which gives us our 572. All right, so this is what our first 2 paychecks of the week or of this month is looking like. I'm predicting that the rest of his paychecks this month are going to be looking more so this way than up here, because he hasn't been working as many hours. So it's going to be a little challenging, but I think we're going to be all right because I can pull out some of that $2,500 that I had set aside to pay on the car to help us out with our bills, because they are more important as for our day-to-day right now, because we have 4 little ones that we want to make sure they have everything they need. So let me go ahead and write in paycheck 3, paycheck 4, and total. So we're going to slide that over and pull out and I have the check here that I have to cash that has the $11 on it. So that one has to be waited on. So this is our paycheck right now, and this is the only money that we have at home right now that we're able to stuff what envelopes we can with. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm gonna lay this out and see what we can stuff. Because I don't even probably have the right nominations for all of these. Okay, so let's pull out our cash envelopes. All right. So they're not in order, so we're just going to go look and find all of these real fast that we need. So we've got rent. All right, so first up is rent, and we are going to go ahead and put the $300 in for rent. So we have 1, 2, 50, and 300, because rent is a cash bill that we pay in cash. So I want to make sure I do have that in cash. So there's rent. Let's see, what other cash ones? We got groceries. Is a cash envelope. So groceries, we are going to be putting in 150, or we're going to be putting in 300. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 3. So this is another cash envelope that we use. So there's groceries. All right, let's see. Water, we go and pay in cash, and that's going to be 40. So 20, 30, and 40. I usually go to the water company and pay this in cash. All right, let's see. What else we got? We don't have much. Definitely not much at all. The rest of them I can pay online or over the phone. So we're going to do spending, which is 7. All right, let's see, we're spending. All right, so here's spending, and it's getting this 7 here. Spending is also our cash. And then We have $10, $11, $12, $13, $14. All right, so we're gonna put this into pest control, and we'll be $1 short from what we have wrote down. All right, so 14 for pest control. Seems that we have this one on hand. All right, so there is the categories that we usually do in cash, except for pest control. So these ones here, so we got rent, grocery, water, and spending that are definitely cash categories, and the rest of these I usually put back into the account anyway, so I'm not even gonna worry about stuffing those. As you can tell, the car insurance still has money in it because it hasn't cleared the account, so I haven't pulled it out yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be stuffing any next week because that was all the money we really had at home. So the rest of it is just probably going to be showing y'all our paycheck breakdowns each week and letting y'all know how we are going to make it through this. So, but this is it. And I've been trying to upload a video that I recorded on Monday for my weekly check-in. And for some reason it is not wanting to upload because I checked in from the 1st to the 6th. And it has not wanted to go live for some reason, and I'm not sure what's going on. So, but I did record it and it's just not wanting to go live. And someone did have a few questions about how I was going to add up my coins, what I was doing with my coins. So once we fill up this pickle jar here of all the coins, my kids like to help us separate it and kind of count it out. And I will divide it equally between the 4 of them. And if there's any, like, so if there's $40, they'll each get 10, and whatever extra was left, it'll go back in here until the next time. Just so that way they get all the same amount of money. Also in my kids' savings category envelope in my sinking fund, I will do that the same way. So in this folio here, I do have some of theirs so I can do their individually, but I haven't started that yet. So we still have them in all of the money and kids here. So with what we have in here, we have 1, 20, 40, 41, 42. So 142. So I will, when we get a little bit more in here, probably about 200, I will divide it between all 4 of my children, and that'll be $50 each kid, and I can put it into their savings accounts. That way we can start building up their savings accounts. My original goal for my children is to have $1 for every single day they have been born into their savings account by the time they graduate, just so they have that extra money to start off with college or buying a car or whatever they want to use it on. It'll be their money, and that is my goal for them. I hope to have more than that with their from like things they get for savings throughout the year, birthdays, holidays, whatever. So I'm hoping that we are able to build up those accounts for them so they have plenty of money to start off right when they graduate. And I did go through here and fix a lot of the spelling errors that I had. Thank y'all for letting me know. There's Bubba's. His name is James, but we call him Bubba. Everybody calls him Bubba. It's car maintenance, car tags, car insurance, Christmas, clothes, dance, entertainment, family pictures, gifts, Herbalife. I started doing Herbalife because I am on a journey to lose some weight. After having 4 children, I have become a little bit overweight from what I want to be. So I started Herbalife, and I have absolutely loved it. I am actually drinking a tea now, and it is delicious. I just already had my breakfast. So holiday, we got James savings. He's wanting to pull out money every time I give him spending money so he can save up for some computer parts, I think it was. So we have his savings that he started. The kids, we have medical, we have Phoenix, which is one of the twins, Freeman Gas, we have savings, and I need to go through and wipe some of these envelopes. We have Steven, which is the littlest one. We have subscriptions, This one here is utilities. Now, anytime that we pay a bill and it is less than what I have put in the envelope, I'm gonna put in here. That way I have extra money that I can pull out of here and pay on utilities that are more than what we budgeted. So I did start that. That way I feel like I'm covered if something was way more, way less than what it was originally. And then we have vacation, which we might not have a vacation until next year or the year after, but you know, it's nice to have it and have a little going into it. It's just really nice. And this is really thick. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of envelopes in here. So I think I'm going to start investing in a second one for this. Second one of these. After all of this stuff with this virus settles and we're actually able to get out and about. But that is all we are doing in this video. I really hope that y'all like and subscribe to my channel. And y'all let me know how y'all are able to manage with the crisis going on. If y'all have lost your jobs, if you're whatever's going on, just leave some comments down below and we'll get through this all together. Just stick to budgeting. That way you can make sure you know where everything's at and just stick with it. So I hope that y'all have a good Easter and the rest of the week, and I will catch y'all next week. Bye bye now.